Thank you so much for checking out this video. This is going to be a shorter video of sort of my Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon gameplay impressions. I was given 7 days of early access. Thank you to them for not just sending a code, but also the collector's edition. The devs have been great. They've been awesome. But I'm going to explain why I did not record a bunch of footage and put together like a first impressions video or a review in progress. So if you're looking for Tainted Grail gameplay or a Tainted Grail review, this is going to be my best attempt to give you good information. This will be on the PS5 Pro. So again, if you're looking for Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon gameplay or Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon review, this will be my attempt to do that. I'm going to end the previous stream and redirect folks over. We were doing a talk show about all the various gaming news things going on. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like live shows and you want to be able to be there for those live events. So I played the game on my PS5 Pro for a couple of hours. And in the early sections, I saw a ton of potential, right? There is a lot to this game, all right? There's a lot to your equipment and the ways you can outfit yourself. You're going to immediately feel a sense of, you know, this is very much like a love letter to fans of Skyrim and games like Oblivion and stuff like that, okay? So you're going to see that potential almost immediately, whether you look at the map or whether you look at the quests. And a 20 bomb is going to come in from MASH, a 20 bomb from MASH to secure the next milestone and steal it away from Twitch. Sorry, Twitch. Whoever hits it gets it. And the next milestone was 625 and MASH is going to steal it right at the beginning. So there's so much to this game, okay? There is a lot of passion. There is a lot of love here. Your attributes are going to be pretty straightforward. Your skill tree, your skill trees are very easy to understand, right? You've got your general skill tree, but if you want to go one-handed, two-handed, unarmed, stuff like that. But then you also have skill trees for your endurance, your skill trees for dexterity, spirituality, perception. So there is so much to this game, okay? However, the performance is so bad on the PS5 Pro and the PS5. They know about these issues. I simply could not play and record. It affected the fights. It affected just the ability to get good capture. So I'm going to try to show you now what I'm talking about. Just a little spin test. You'll notice there is like a constant jitter, almost vibration that is happening. I made them aware of this. They said that turning off VSync can help. And here's the issue with that. If you go into options and you go to video, the game is stuck on quality mode. I can't take it off of quality mode. It's not letting me do it. Also, it's apparently running at 1080, so the frame performance doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me if that's the actual native resolution that they're running the game at. VSync turning off creates even more problems of screen tearing. You're going to get all sorts of flickers and screen tears. Again, now it looks like the game's almost like running underwater or something. So we go back in, we turn the VSync back on, and again, you're just going to notice a constant sense of like, it's almost like the game is vibrating. There's also lots of in-game hitches as you're moving around. Like the other day, I got to the top of the stairs right there, and the entire game's stuck. Now again, when you're standing still, lighting, graphical quality, it's a good-looking game. It really, really is. I really hope they can fix this because it has a massive amount of potential. It really, really does. Yes, I am playing on the PS5 Pro. And again, they are aware of this issue. Sadly, they're putting out bigger fires right now. The developers are dealing with corrupted saves, lost saves. They're trying to fix those issues first. They seemingly have fixed those issues, but I think those things took all of their attention. I think that was what they were primarily focusing on, which makes perfectly good sense. Performance issues are going to get pushed down in the triage of, solving problems. They're going to want to fix the issues of like people losing their saves, people, having saves get corrupted. So again, here, I'm just going to ban this guy. I don't know what he's doing. Again, I feel really, really bad because the devs have been great. They sent a collector's edition. They gave everybody 7 days of early access. They've been very responsive. They seem to really, really care about the game. But unless you're going to walk everywhere like this, it's just not, you are not going to have a good time because the performance is just, I mean, it is really, really bad. Again, it doesn't even look like 30 FPS. It's almost, again, like the game is vibrating. It's like this stuttery, hitchy, weird thing. You can also play in third person. Now, they did indicate that there could be unknown issues that come from this, playing in third person. It was not something they initially planned on doing. It was something that they added later. Now, people are saying 1.0 is Friday. If there's a day one patch that comes along that rectifies all these issues, great. They have been actively patching the game while I have had access to it. They have been. They've been actively patching and fixing things. So again, they are doing a great job. I would hold off right now unless you're going to get this on like a really good PC. You lock 60, you don't use VRR. No, I don't use VRR when capturing. And I was playing this in my living room and was just going to record footage through my PlayStation and then upload it. And even in my living room on my really nice TV, I mean, it is really, really bad. It's really, really bad. And it does affect the performance, like when you get into fights and stuff. It gets even worse. The whole game will hitch. The whole game will snag and almost like stutter. So it's even worse. Like right now I'm just in like a town. I'm not even really doing anything. And you can kind of see how bad it is. And again, I think they're going to fix it. I would say right now, this is not something that should be shipped. I don't think this is a shippable state. I think this is very much like alpha beta status, like when you have this level of pervasive performance issues. The opening area in the jail, it wasn't that bad because it was very contained, but I was still getting like the entire game would hitch and snag and stutter. It would do it in the middle of fights. And it was really hard to get into the game because the tone, the opening's awesome. You're in a jail. You've got to break out, sneak out. Very classic, like nod to like how like Oblivion and Skyrim start, right? Is like you're in trouble and you got to get away. And I very much liked it. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, really quickly do me a huge favor and smash that like button. I do owe you guys some members, and I'm going to do that now. So it was really a bummer because like I could tell that they had poured a lot of passion into the writing and the depth and everything. Like they really had put a lot of thoughtfulness into the game, but I could not get immersed because I just felt like I was constantly dealing with very, very pervasive and consistent performance issues. So they have not spoken specifically to what I am telling you guys about. They haven't spoken to it. They haven't said, yeah, we're working on that. They said that they're aware of it. Thank you, Stone Spire, for gifting a single there, member. And again, guys, really quickly, do me a huge favor on YouTube. Try to get us to the first 100 likes so we get a little bit of push with this video. I really want people to know I really don't like saying this because they've been so kind and so generous and so responsive. I would hold off buying this game right now on console. You are basically buying a game that is not ready for launch, in my opinion. Show us a fight. Yeah, let me see if I can go get into a fight. 2 more signals coming out from Stonespire. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to bait another 20 bomb. He's going to ride this. He's going to do probably another one. He's going to push this all the way to 630. So thank you so much, sir. He's baiting the 20 bomb. So whoever hits it gets it. The next milestone is 650. Yeah, and little things pop up like that. So there was one of the full game snags. That's because it saves on a pretty regular basis. So that causes the whole game to kind of snag. You can turn that timer off, and so if you don't like that, right now I've got it, saving the game fairly regularly, just in the event that like something bad happens. So again, I mean, look, imagine this game running at 60. Like, I don't see anything that's that too graphically demanding. I don't see anything that is like blowing my socks off, but it has a quality to it. It has an art style and a feel and a vibe. I'm sold. It looks so much like Oblivion. I'm going to have to get it. Just be aware. Okay. So again, like, none of that was terrible. It just doesn't feel very good. It feels like there was a couple of times there where it was like it kind of hitched on me a little bit. It kind of stuttered a little bit. And so it just doesn't feel great. And again, a little polish, a little quality of life would bring this game a long, long way. It really would. And again, thank you guys so much for the support on YouTube. A lot of you came over. There's a ton of you here. Make sure you're going through the ritual of hitting thumbs up. Make sure it's saving your like. This is when it can get really, really rough. Yeah, multiple targets can be really, really rough.
I'm not giving up yet. You'll be fertilizing the soil. Say your prayers. Your rodents here. Gotcha. You'll be fertilizing the soil. Your money or your life. You fight like a milkmaid. This is going to hurt. You fight like a milkmaid. This is going to hurt. Your wealth is ours. You're no match for our band.
So the blocking, that was a bad hitch. Yeah, there was a handful of times there where like the whole game kind of stutters a little bit. It seems to affect like that block window sometimes because like you're supposed to bring up the shield at the last minute and it parries or it like you won't take any damage. It seems really inconsistent. Like there are times where I do it and it makes a noise and then I don't take any damage. And then there are other times where I do it and then like right there it's like I guess maybe he came from the side or I missed or whatever. So again, there's so much here that has so much potential. This thing, in my opinion, it needs another couple of months for spit, shine, and polish. It doesn't feel good to be in the game. It doesn't feel good to be in combat or to play. So those are things that I think need to change personally. And people are hyping the game up. The cinematics are insanely good. The cinematics, the story, the lore, the writing at a very high level. The game itself, big, tons of potential, a love letter to fans of like classic Skyrim and Oblivion and all that. So, again, the potential's here, but it is not ready to ship. It's not ready for launch. If you're playing on PC, you could probably brute force some of these performance issues by just having a stronger rig. I'm playing on a PS5 Pro. They know about the issues. They're pervasive. It's not just every once in a while. It's not rare. It's pretty pervasive. And I would say my recommendation right now would be to hold off. They've been very kind. They shipped me a collector's edition. They've been very responsive to emails, but I'm not going to shy away from being honest about it. So, yeah. That is that's my current take. It's obviously a disappointing take. It's a disappointing place for the game to land. But I said this would be a short stream because literally this is my way of making a video. Basically, I didn't want to take a bunch of footage and a bunch of time and care and have my producer working on a video for a game that I just don't think is really it's not deserving of that time and attention right now. It isn't. It's got a long way to go in my personal opinion. And I hope that they can fix these things. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, do me a really quick favor. I need all of you right now, quickly smash the absolute heck out of the like button. Okay, this is a very, very unconventional thing that we're doing today. streaming for, 15 minutes and getting the heck out of here. But this is going to serve as like my upload to like let the channel and let the public know. This video could do very well because it's short, it's to the point, it showcases the game, it talks through kind of the basics of why I think the game has potential, but it also showcases the severe performance problems on I'm playing on PlayStation 5 Pro. So, yeah. How do you smash with a finger? I don't know. We need 7 more. Also, we're going to try little experiments today. I have a new feature that I want to test. I'm going to send you guys to the green room, and it is going to be a public stream to start, and then I'm going to switch it to members. It's a new thing we can do, and I want to experiment with the feature and see how it works. So I am going to redirect you guys, and I am going to spam a link in chat. Thank you guys for an incredible day. Tomorrow's going to be even better. We're going to do all sorts of fun stuff tomorrow with Helldivers in the community and stuff. But the next segment is meant to be a members-only segment, but it's going to start out as a public stream. I want to test this new feature that YouTube gave us, okay? Hang on. I have to switch this to, like, non-auto start. Okay. Yeah, YouTube, use the link in chat. Twitch, you don't have to go anywhere. I'll switch directories in just a second. Okay, this is going to be a bit of an experiment. If you are able to watch this later, I don't know how this new feature works. This is the green room. So this is a segment on my channel where I hang out with my audience and I plan the next day's shows. And it is available to member plus and above. You have to be a paying member on my channel to get access to this. You can't be a gifted member. So if you're able to watch this opening, that's because it's going to start as a public stream, and I'm going to try this new feature that YouTube has given us. We might be able to start tacking this on to the end of live streams instead of doing it as a totally separate segment. I'm going to end the previous stream of Tainted Grail gameplay and bring folks over with redirect, and then I'm going to change that thumbnail.